Oh man, we've had such an incredible morning so far, but can you believe it's about to get even better? Because today's musical guest is one of South Africa's popular rock bands with a career that spans over 2 decades. They go by the name of Watershed. Maybe you've heard of them, I don't know. They're an internationally recognized band, so of course you know them, who continue to give us musical excellence and join us with the release of their highly anticipated single. It's called This Town. Please, can we give him a feel-good welcome? Craig Hines joins us from Watershed. Now, Craig, it's no secret, I was saying earlier, I was fangirling just a little bit because 25 years is what we're approaching next year. It's a long time. I basically grew up listening to and enjoying your music. How are you feeling leading up to this quarter-of-a-century moment?
Yeah, I must say it's because it's gone so quickly and we've done so much, it just seems that it's, I mean, I actually can't believe it's 25 years next year.
It's incredible.
You know, we've done so many records and so many songs and traveled so much, and it's sort of a little bit of a blur, but I think if you go in and pick out particular things, you figure that you do actually remember every single thing you've done.
Wow.
But if you look at the big picture, it's, as I say, it's a little bit of a blur, but we're already 25 years down.
Sure. And if I can pick on that, I know it's going to be difficult, like picking a favorite child. Is there any memory that really stands out to you over the past, well, what is now 24 years?
I think the biggest one must have been when we released a song called Indigo Girl back in 2001, I think it was. And I remember getting a phone call from our record label, who had just got a phone call from their bosses in Europe to say that Indigo Girl is charting on radio in Europe.
Amazing.
And we literally had to pack our bags and head over there for interviews and Top of the Pops and everything. So it was, I think that for us was probably the biggest sort of standout point, because that was the change for everything. We never dreamt anything like that would happen, or you know, it just happened early for us, and we had to then run with it.
Yes, I love that initial success, but it also can be a little bit intimidating, right? Because now we're #1. Where do we go from here? And you've had 24 years. You've had longevity in a game that many people just kind of fall off as they're moving along. What do you owe to that?
I think I think we've been fairly consistent in the records we put out, the songs we've written, our live shows. You know, I think we figured out quite early what our sound is, and that it was recognizable. And you know, people always come up and say, when a Watershed song plays, you pick it up in the first sort of half a verse. And so I think that was it. We, you know, as I say, we sort of stuck with our knitting. We know that that's what we're good at.
Yes.
Besides experimenting now and again with various producers over the years, it's really been a consistent sound that we've traveled with.
Amazing. So consistent sound, switched up the producers. How about the band? Has that stayed the same in the past 24 years?
It's a long time. We have had changes over the years. But you know, the guys that have been in Watershed have been for a long time, you know, and for me in particular, and for everyone, it's more about good guys.
Yes.
There are a lot of incredible musicians out there, but it's about finding good guys,
absolutely,
good people, because you spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
You know, we travel together, we fly together, we share hotel rooms together. It's something that's very, very important.
Yeah, and I see it as a marriage, actually, which you're coming on to 25 years, and it's like, what do I give my people?
Yes.
Shall we talk about your new single that you are releasing called This Town? What is it about?
It's sort of it's a song about contentment, really.
Okay.
You know, just to put it in a nutshell, it's really that I think we figure that with what we've done for so many years. We've traveled a lot, you see a lot, you're with different people, but it's that feeling of spending time with that special person, those special people that which belong in this town, that becomes your sort of home.
Yes.
You know, it's pretty much a rock song, but we've pulled it into that storyline.
Yeah.
And I think it just came about by just years of, you know, a lot of these songs
Yeah.
you never know where it comes from, you know, and that's what this one's about.
Oh, it's so special. I love that we get a bit of new and a bit of old. I've also heard that this is part of an album that's coming up next year. But let's talk about the 6th of December. It's going to be a big one for you guys, and 4th of December rather. And if you are in the mother city, it's also a big deal for you. Thank you for not leaving us behind. What is happening on the 4th of December?
Yeah, so we're sort of starting our 2025, so our 25 years.
Yeah.
Next year is going to be a big year, just in general. Every show we're playing is going to be properly thought out where we're going to be playing and what we're going to be doing. We're looking at a new look and feel. But on the 4th, we're kicking it off at the Biscuit Mill in Woodstock.
That's my neighborhood. I love that.
Yeah, so we'll be there. And then, so that'll be a cool one to grab tickets for early. And then going into 2025, new album. As I say, just everything will be planned, and we'll release everything, and new singles, and you know. So this town will be one of the songs on that new album. It's the first one.
I'm excited. From Indigo Girl to this town, I'm very excited to see what 2025 holds for Craig and the rest of his band. Of course, being Watershed, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you, Craig. And I know that he's not going anywhere because he's going to be singing a couple of songs for us. We've got you covered. It's Klein Vrydag for a reason, all right? And we're definitely going to get down and boogie along with Watershed, so don't go anywhere.